Okay. Our next tragedy, disgusting, horrible thing coming out of the mayor's office. Okay, late last week, let me read you the headline. We'll talk about the details. Police misconduct database stalls after city watchdog yanks support from watered down Lightfoot backed ordinance. What is going on here? Okay, there's been a lawsuit with Charles Green. We had Jared Cossigal on the show over the summer. You can go look that up if you want more about that case. But basically, he won a judicial decision in court in a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit to basically access every piece of paper, basically, going back to the 60s for all complaints against officers. The mayor, the city council balked at that. They're appealing the decision. They could very easily lose that appeal. What they're going to do then, I have no idea. They came up with a compromise. I think originally it was going to be they were going to put all the records into a database from 1994, and now the mayor's come out with her version, and it's going to allow the Office Inspector General, the OIG, to create this database, but it's only until 2000. And then the original version that came out late last week, actually, talk about a piece of crap coming out of the mayor's office, this is another one. She's 2 for 2 in the last 10 days, or not even, like week. It only contains sustained allegations. That means not only the complaints that investigation happened and the findings were sustained, which is a very, very small percentage. All the other ones were not going to be in the database. Yep. That's how gutless, useless, pro-police, pro-abuse, anti-accountability the head of the Police Accountability Task Force is. Quite different than her speech when she probably knew she was going to run for mayor. Now she's doing everything she can to water every proposal for police accountability down. This is what Mayor Lightfoot does. Why expect anything different? I didn't. I always suspect when people get in the office, they're going to sell everything out, and here's Mayor Lightfoot doing exactly that, completely useless on police accountability. Now, she had to back down because the Inspector General, Joe Ferguson, balked. He's like, there's no way that should not pass. That's horrible. So now I think they may have agreed to go back to 1994. There's a new version was circulated late Sunday night. It's hard to keep track of all these versions of all these ordinances. And now they've moved so that they will allow not sustained, unfounded, and exonerated investigations to be entered. I don't know if that includes allegations where someone makes an allegation against an officer but never signs an affidavit, which soon, if not already, no longer is needed because HB 3653, passed by the Illinois General Assembly a couple months ago, ended the need for a signed affidavit. It's really unclear exactly what happens. Also, because our mayor is such a great person. The language was only going to include complaints from COPA, the Citizen Office of Police Accountability. For those who don't know, Office of Professional Standards was created, I think, in 1974. My heart says 76, but maybe 1974. That was the fourth rendition of the version that O.W. Wilson started in the 1960s. But it ended up, the Office of Professional Standards from 1974 to 2007. Then there was an internal office to the CPD. Then the city created the Independent Police Review Authority, which was an external agency. IPRA sucked because OPS sucked, and then IPRA sucked so much, we ended up having to create, and I was involved in helping write that legislation. The Citizen Office of Police Accountability, or COPA, replaced IPRA in 2017, I believe. Excuse me, I think it was 2000. No, it was 2016. My apologies. But COPA didn't come around for a year or two. The legislation passed in late 2016, but it was a year or two before COPA actually started. We had to wind down IPRA. So the first version of this legislation made it seem like it was only going to be COPA allegations. So we can go back to 2000, but only COPA, right? So now supposedly the one circulated since Sunday night, the newest version, or that version as of that time, who knows, there's probably 5 more, includes records from OPS, includes records from IPRA, includes records from COPA, and includes records going forward to any other agency they create. This is how much Mayor Lightfoot cares about accountability. She just wants a couple years of records. She doesn't want the old ones. She doesn't want to show where years and years and years and years and years of failed misconduct, failed accountability. She doesn't want to show that. Why would she? Why would someone who headed up the police accountability task force and write a report like she did and say what she did? Why would she want to actually do it when she has the power? So weak, so horrible, selling out everything she campaigned on related to police accountability. With Lightfoot, there will be more Laquan McDonald's. There will be more Anthony Alvarez's. They're not doing what they need to do to stop it. There's no fear of accountability from the police department. No matter how much they chirp about it, and we'll get on, it's just not happening.